Hey guys, welcome to my channel again Explore Classes, and today I'll be explaining you the 10th chapter of 8th standard science, cell and cell organelles. So this is going to be very interesting chapter. I'm going to explain you full chapter in two parts. So this is the lecture 1. So let's begin and start it. So the cell and cell organelles. So let's begin and start it. So what is mean by cell? First let us understand this. So cell are the small जैसे आपका atom होता है. Atom is the tiniest part of the matter. That means if there is a thing, there is anything. Let's take an example of chalk. So if I'll cut that chalk or turn it into a pieces, so a least part, it's a small miniature part to whom it is made of, that is known as the atom. So just like that in biology, there are cells. So cells are the miniature part to whom our body is made. For example, with the help of our cell, our tissues, our organs, and organelles had made. So this is known as cells, and inside the cell there are many things like mitochondria who produce energy, nucleus which is also known as the brain of the cell, and cytoplasm, cell wall, plasma membrane. Cell wall is the outermost covering that protect the cell by preventing entry of excess water. So such there are many things. Okay, so that is known as cell. So in living organism like animals, in plants, in humans, there are cells to whom our body is made. For example, you can see your hand, your leg. There are thousands, there are millions, there are lakh, there are too many cells that you can't even count. Okay, so this is known as cell. I hope you understand what is mean by cell, because it's the basic structure of the lesson. If you don't know cell, so you will not able to understand its organelles. So here actually cell doesn't have any definite shape. That's why here it is given like this, in a oval circular shape. Okay, so let us understand this. So first is a plant cell. That means plant cell. That means a cell that is found in plant. Animal cell. That means including animals, including human also. Okay. Animal cell is including humans also. Okay. So now let's understand plant cell and animal cell. So there are organelles like this is known as the mitochondria, chloroplast. This is endoplasmic reticulum. This is the Golgi complex. There are this is the vacuoles. Okay, so I'll give you its name and for names in my question and answers video. Now I'll just explain it. So this is table is also very important because it is telling cell membrane is present in both of cell membrane, that means plasma membrane. Cell wall is absent in animal cell, and in plant cell it's present. And we have to write here which component is chloroplast. Chloroplast is present in a plant cell, but it is absent in animal cell. Okay, so you can write like this. Okay, and this whole diagram and this table's name I'll give you in the question answer video. So now I hope you understand what is mean by cell. Okay, so let's start. It's organelles. Okay, now let's start organelles. First of all, cell wall. Cell wall, that means this wall that is covering the cell. This is known as cell wall. Okay, that you can see that boundaries, these dark green boundaries, this is cell wall. Okay, and in animal cell, cell wall is not present. Okay, cell wall is absent in animal cell. In animal cell, cell wall is not there. Okay, in animal cell there is plasma membrane, or plasma membrane is also present in our plant cell. Okay, so we remember this. So cell wall is only found as animal cell. Okay, so cell wall, it is found around the cell of algae, fungi, plant, and animal. Animal cell lack of cell wall. Cell wall is an elastic and strong core around cell membranes. It is mainly composed of carbohydrate like cellulose and pectin. Afterward, polymers like lignin, submarine protein are added in the cell wall as per for the need. Function of the cell wall is to protect the cell. Function of the need is to support and to protect the cell by preventing entry of excess water in the cell. Let's see what is mean by cell wall. Cell wall is found around the cell of algae, fungi, and plant. That means it is just only present in plant cell, on algae and fungi. Okay, fungi, that means bukri. Okay, so in animal cell, cell wall is not there. Okay, or cell wall is like a elastic and strong coat around cell membrane. Cell membrane, that means plasma membrane. Plasma membrane and cell membranes is same, okay? Don't see there is any differences in plasma membrane and cell membranes. Cell membranes and plasma membranes both are same. So animal cell lack of cell wall. In animal cell, cell wall is not there. It is only present in plant cell, and it is found around the cell of algae, fungi, and plant. Okay, only. And cell wall is like a elastic, that means it's a rubber like thing and a strong coat. It is a like hard rubber type elastic material around cell membranes. Okay, around cell membranes, that means it is just beyond the plasma membrane, that means it is just above. For example, if here is the plasma membrane, so here will be the cell wall. Okay, it is just upside of the plasma membrane, that means cell membrane. Cell membranes and plasma membrane both are same. It is mainly composed of carbohydrate like cellulose and peptide. So what are the protein present in it? Carbohydrate like cellulose and pectin. Which are the things present on the cell wall? Carbohydrates, cellulose, and pectins. Afterward, if there is needed, so lignin, submarine, cutate are needed in the cell wall as per for the need. If it needed, so then only lignin, submarine, cutin are there in the cell wall. But what are the compulsory things in cell wall? What are the composed thing that is on the cell wall? Are the things carbohydrate like cellulose and pectin. These things are present on the cell wall, and afterward, if that is needed, so there are things like lignin, submarine, cutin are added in the cell. Okay. Function. What are the function of the cell wall? For cell wall function is to support the cell. That means it is the boundary that protect the cell. You can see this is our cell. So this is the first boundary that is protecting the cell. Okay. And the water isn't entering the cell. It mainly compose that. It mainly protect the cell by preventing entry of excess water in the cell. Water is not adding too much. It is limited amount of water is there only. So it protect the cell. Okay. So now let's study our next, that is plasma membrane. So plasma membrane and cell membranes both are same. It is a thin, flaggy and elastic covering that separates the cell component from outer environment. Plasma membrane is a thin. It is a very thin membranes, and it is present in both. Okay, by the way, it is present in both. So cell wall is a boundary that is present on plant cell only, and plasma membrane is also a very thin boundary. It is a thread like boundary. It is a really thin small boundary. You can see here. So this boundary you can take a lead by example. So this is the plasma membrane, and inside this first dark green is cell wall. Afterward there is a thin, very thin component is there, that is plasma membrane or cell membranes. Both are same. So it is a thin flagly. It is also like a elastic covering, just like the cell wall, but it separates the cell component from outer environment. It protects the cell from outer environment. Okay, like if there are a lot of carbon dioxide, so it protect it from air of if there is any harmful changes in the environment, so it protect the cell from it. So it mainly protect the cell, just like cell wall. Okay. Structure of the plasma membrane. So here structure of cell wall is also needed. Mainly it doesn't ask in your exam, but you can lead by an example that like it, that is included. This is doesn't given in your textbook. It is just for your basic need, like primary cell wall and plasma membrane. So plasma membrane is here, and there are proteins. These are the protein. These are pectin, cellulose, okay, and soluble proteins. These things are present in our cell wall. Okay. And now let's study plasma membrane. So here the structure of plasma membrane is also given. So this is the structure of plasma membrane. So what is the structure of plasma membrane? Protein molecule are embedded in two layers of phospholipid. Phospholipid is a combined word. It is a compound word. And that is two things. The first is phospho and other is lipid. So a lipid is another protein and phosphorus is another protein, and they combine it, and that means phospholipid. So phospholipids are the protein. So you can see it is telling that protein molecule. You can see this. These are the protein. So protein molecule, that means protein के बड़े बड़े coating, that means के ढांचे, are embedded in two layer of phospholipid. So यहाँ इनकी दो लेयर है phospholipid की, एक ऊपर है एक नीचे, उनके बीच में बड़े बड़े ढांचे, that means a protein molecule are embedded. Okay, so it is telling like that. Plasma membrane is said to be the selective permeable. Selective permeable. So listen carefully. Selective permeable. That means it only allows some substance to enter. For example, oxygen. I only allow my nose to enter the oxygen. Okay, I don't allow to my nose to enter nitrogen and every gases. Each and every gases it's also taking carbon dioxide. So my nose is only taking oxygen, and if it is puring with the glucose and oxygen, so it is converting carbon dioxide. So I am releasing it outside. So selective permeable, that means it only allows some substance to enter the cell. For example, there is a small coat, okay, and in outside there is oxygen. So it will take oxygen inside. If there will be carbon dioxide, so she will not take carbon dioxide outside. ठीक है? ओके, आई होप यू गेट इट. दैट मीन्स प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन एक ऐसी चीज़ है जो कुछ ही चीज़ों को अपने अंदर अलाउ करती है आने के लिए, बाकी सारी चीज़ों को वो नहीं देती, और इसकी वजह से यूज़फुल मॉलिक्यूल जैसे वाटर, सॉल्ट, ऑक्सीजन, वो उनको अंदर ले देती है और कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड को बाहर निकाल देती है. सो दिस इज़ नोन एज सिलेक्टिव परमेबल. फॉर नॉट इन इनकन्वीनियंस आई ऑल्सो एक्सप्लेन यू इन हिंदी अबाउट what is mean by selective permeable. So there is also, this is also known as homostasis. That means जो बाहर हो रहा है वो अंदर पे कुछ इफेक्ट नहीं करेगा. प्लाज्मा मेंबर को कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता बाहर क्या हो रहा है. So this is called as homostasis. Okay. So for today's lecture this will enough, I think, and in next lecture I will explain you activities, the cellular consume energy and cytoplasm and the remaining part. So I hope you like my video. If you like it, so like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.